it's Tuesday afternoon, and Brandon and his dad are building some scaffolding for when we have the guys come to pour the concrete again. So we're thinking maybe end of the week, possibly, but we're pretty excited because my in-laws joined Charlie are here for 6 days, which is going to be really fun. Although it's like 90 degrees and it's pretty hot, and getting used to the altitude and everything could be a little tricky, but all is well so far. So, another great view. Got a big burn pile going down there, but it's awfully windy today, so I don't think we're gonna burn today, but another day maybe. So we're excited just to hang out with some family. You can see he got a little bit of the bracing set up today. Yeah, in hopes that maybe at the end of the week we can have the guys come to pour the concrete for this level. So if that does happen, we will definitely keep you posted. So this is how we do haircuts in the mountains.
You have a scissors?
Mm-hmm.
Can we start with that?
Yeah. So it is Thursday afternoon, and we have been kind of just chilling today a little bit. Brandon was doing some work on the house, getting ready for concrete. I don't think we're going to be able to get concrete tomorrow, but hopefully next week. But he's got all the rebar set up for once the concrete is poured and we can get the last 3 rows on for the upper level, which will be the kids' 4 rooms, and got the trusses on order. We have windows on order and doors on order. So, I mean, really this is gonna start looking like a house, but I'll take you up, show you what he's been doing. We've been having a lot of wildlife to come around through here. And there's Grandma and Abby playing, oh, they're reading some books. We are loving the library. And they've got little ramps for their ripsticks. And now all of the kids have been ripsticking, which is kind of fun. But he and his dad and his mom have been working hard getting the house ready for concrete. So you see he's got all of the braces up. Bucks on the windows for the upper level. So this whole area will be kind of loft. And so we won't have to put any floor joists there, but the floor joists will go from here over. So you can see all of the windows are nice and supported. And the dogs like to come up now, but it's not quite a fight anymore to get them back down. Charlie taking a breather after all the hard work. I think we're gonna make ice cream our dinner tonight. Go to the river, cool off a little bit. But unfortunately we have a pretty large wildfire that is to the east of the state, the northeast, on the Montana-Wyoming border, and you can see, usually you can see the beautiful mountains from here. It is so smoky here, even this far from the wildfires, that you can't even see them, which has been really strange today. But with that comes an overcast sky, so it was supposed to be 90 today, and I don't think it probably got over 80, which was awesome, because at night it gets pretty uncomfortable for the first hour of trying to go to sleep. But we've had a lot of deer come through here. Yeah, this morning when my in-laws came over from their cabin, they saw a buck just right down there and got a nice picture of it. So that was kind of fun. So Crosby has requested a haircut today. So this is how we do haircuts here. Brandon's cutting his hair, and Crosby's waiting patiently for his hair to be cut. that pretty interesting, Kraz? Waiting patiently at the barbershop for his turn. Happy Saturday. So we still got my in-laws here, which has been super fun. They leave Monday, and then my parents come in, so we're pretty excited for the next few weeks. But the day has come. The stump grinder finally arrived. We've been waiting for like a month and a half for this thing, maybe even longer, honestly. So you can see all of these wicked looking stumps from everything we've cut down, and they're everywhere on the property. They are such a nuisance, and it makes me really nervous when we have guests, or if even the kids come up here. Even myself, really. But we got the stump grinder. You can see it makes huge holes, takes out all the stumps. But I wanted to just kind of give a little, not tutorial, but just show you guys what this thing is capable of. No affiliation to this company, but it's pretty great. Makes a big mess, but gets the job done. That was just a giant tree. Whoa.
Well,
That's no joke. So you can see it literally
2/3 of the way.
ate a majority of this stump. And this was a big tree. This was probably one of the biggest trees we had.
Yeah.
And it just chewed it up.
I mean, that's
So it's this
all the
stump
way.
grinder Pro LX SP, which is quite the machine.
Took a little while to get it together, but it definitely does what it's supposed to do.
Crosby's got all of his safety gear on, which is so good. He's got his work pants. He's ready to help.
Good. I'm gonna finish this stump up.
just like that, the ducks seem very, very put off that we're up here. As they're just bathing and napping, but stump is gone. And that'll make great compost.
That was like a 2-foot diameter. I don't know what that took.
A few minutes.
Yeah.
About maybe 15. Just, so one stump down, about 100 to go.
Yeah.
But up in the greenhouse, we've got a lot cooking.
Uh-oh. You can do it.
Our greenhouse zipper broke, so we're waiting for a new cover. But we've got, look at all these. Look at all these lovely peas growing, and they are growing so quickly and so many. I mean, we get probably, well, right now we're probably like 5 a day, but I think that's going to be getting better because we've got this whole row too that's starting to produce. And our onions are getting pretty big. And these beets, I'm going to show you this beet down here is getting so big. I'm so excited to make beets, whether we eat them raw or we pickle them or cook them up. And our broccoli isn't doing too much. They look great, but I don't see any heads. But we got finally a beautiful zucchini blossom, and there's probably about 6 more that are going to come up, so hopefully a couple of them will produce. We've been harvesting radishes, so you can see down here. The ones that didn't do anything, I just harvested for the greens and put the greens in, where did I put them in? I think we made breakfast burritos and I cooked them up and put them in there. They were so good, even just to eat raw. I mean, they're a little prickly, but that's what keeps the bugs away. So the cucumbers are doing awesome. We've got some blossoms coming on those too, so I'm hoping probably in the next week we'll get at least a couple cucumbers, and there's a nice big daddy long legs in that one. Tomatoes, these ones are still really little, but they've doubled in size. That one. And then on this tomato plant, we've got some flowers coming right here. So this will be a surprise. I have no idea which plant actually grew here. These were just kind of afterthoughts, and they just kind of popped up, so I don't remember which ones I put in here. But the little apple seedlings are doing really well, getting their second, even some of them are getting their 3rd layer of leaves. And the lemon tree, I think there's a few lemons on it, but hopefully this lemon soon will ripen up and we can pick that and have some lemon water. So yeah, for an afterthought greenhouse and an afterthought garden, I'm pretty happy with it. We thinned out some of these carrots the other day too and gave the carrot leaves to the ducks. And when I pulled them, oh man, did they smell like carrots. So I did pull up a couple little baby carrots. So I'm hoping that maybe by next month we can harvest these and get a few good carrots.
Can I pull a radish?
Sure, you can have a radish. Go for it.
Can I show you it first?
You can pull it. Go ahead. So yeah, the ducks are good. One of them escaped the other day. You can see right over here we kind of have that blocked off. And I don't know if one of them got nudged or one of the boards got nudged or whatever. But one of them escaped. I was on a video call with my grandma and I looked up and saw, wait, that duck is outside of the fence and that's not right. So luckily she didn't go very far. Did you get a radish? Let's look at it. Ooh, that looks like a good one. Are you going to eat it?
Not yet.
Not yet? You're going to show everybody? So yeah, I think we'll head up in this area. All this overgrowth, we're just going to plow through this and see if we can't get some of it to stop growing. Because it's ridiculous. This is just mayhem up here and we can't even walk through it. So we've been setting up the game cam at night because we had a few elk walk through the property last week and lots of but the only thing we've gotten on there is our neighbor's cat. and a bunch. So, and the dog. And she kind of looks like a deer, but we weren't convinced. So next week is the pour. You can see out here we've got wildfires in California, Colorado, and then also in Montana, like right on the border of Montana and Wyoming. So we're getting so much smoke here, and you can actually kind of see the mountains today. Yesterday you couldn't. So I'm hoping that the smoke will kind of dissipate and then we can have our beautiful views back. But you can see Brandon put in the window bucks. He's got it all secure. He's got all the windows braced and everything, so we'll be ready for our second to last pour. And the rebar, like I said on the last, a little earlier, that'll be the last 3 rows, and then we'll be ready for trusses, which I'm not sure when those will be ready. I think he said a few weeks, but it's okay. We've got a lot to do here. So he and his dad, because his dad is super savvy with electric, and so they hooked up our electricity last night for the house. So I'll show you that. Hi, dogs. They're super entertained. And this is, we're going to use, these are just the cut pieces of Fox blocks, and so we cut all the plastic pieces out of them, or most of them, and we're going to actually take these pieces and line the duck house with them so the ducks have a little warmer of a house this winter, which is going to be good for them. That way we don't have to have any sort of heat source in there for them. Kids are doing well. Reading lots of books from the library. So yesterday the 2 guys were finishing up a few things upstairs, but most of the time they were working on our electricity. So we have power now to the house, which is really quite amazing. I don't know the first thing about hooking up electricity, but we'll have lights, and he ran all these cables here, so we'll have lovely light switches, and then this big old power box. Let's see if I can get it open. So we'll have lots of power. So with that, hoping everybody is having a good weekend, staying safe, spending lots of time with family as we are. Talk soon.